Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Division Chief James Schaffner, and I am the Chief of Training and Safety here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Please stand with me as we welcome Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, Recruit Class 58, the Watchman.
Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Honor Guard and all uniformed personnel. Present oath!
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we
Please remain standing as we welcome Jeremy Hurd, Palm Beach County Fire Rescue's chaplain.
Let's bow for prayer. Dear God, we thank you so much for today. We thank you for this time, this special time, for these recruits who have now become part of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Pray that you would protect them. We pray that you would allow this to be an amazing evening for them, one that them and their family and friends will remember for a lifetime. We pray for those firefighters and paramedics who are out there right now serving our community. We pray that you put your hand of protection over them as well. Keep them safe as they continue to serve the amazing residents of Palm Beach County. We thank you for this opportunity. We pray that you bless this evening. In your name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
I'd like to take just a moment to thank the Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Honor Guard and the Pipe and Drum Band, and a new addition that we had this time. Not quite yet, because I really want to recognize the voices of Palm Beach County, and that was Battalion Chief Matt Gaffney, District Captain Jody Marlowe, Special Operations Captain Kenny Woldridge, and Captain Jeremy Hurd. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Recruit Class 58. Tonight we join together to recognize and honor their accomplishments of all 31 of these firefighters. From all of us at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, we applaud you for achieving your goal. Outstanding. We have a goal for this evening. That's to make this evening a very special evening for your invited guests and you as well. Class 58, I'd like to share just a few pieces of advice with you this evening. And one of them is our motto in the Training and Safety Division, and that is, do the right thing for the right reason. Never forget. The other is, do not stop, okay? Do not stop your commitment to your family and God. Do not stop your commitment to Palm Beach County Fire Rescue and the fire service as a whole. And do not stop your commitment to education and the education of others. It will serve you well. The Recruit Training Academy is made possible through the support of our administration, who understands that hard work, professional instruction, and adequate time yield positive results. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our Fire Chief, Mr. Jeff Collins.
Thank you, Chief Schaffner. I'll let you know, putting on my uniform this afternoon, I did it with great honor, and I do it proudly because we come tonight to celebrate Class 58. You are the reason we are here tonight. But before I address you all, I wanted to thank the family members and the loved ones who are in the audience tonight for sharing your family members with us and loved ones, not only for the 8 weeks that you've committed so far, but also for the careers of these fine young men and women who comprise Class 58. We know that behind the scenes there's a lot of effort, opportunity to just really devote energy to support your loved ones, and without your commitment there's no way that we could have these 31 graduates up here today. So I'd like to give you all my sincere thanks and a round of applause. I didn't see any commissioners walk in. If there are any commissioners that snuck in, I'd like to also, give thanks to our Board of County Commission, who, without their dedicated 100% support of fire rescue, we couldn't have such a not only outstanding fire rescue department, but an outstanding recruit academy. And I want to thank them for that. And in addition, we've got a member from the Fire Rescue Advisory Board here. I only saw one come in, Titus Rich, if you could stand up. Thank you for coming tonight, Titus. And now to the recruits. We, about 8 weeks ago, held a class in here, a graduation of Recruit Class 57. And one of the things that will always stick in my mind is there were some recruits from Class 58 that showed up for that. And you had to sit in the far back for some reason, but look where you are now, right? Raise your hand if you were part of that group that came out that night. Look at that. That's dedication. That shows solidarity. And I think that's one of the driving factors behind why 31 of the 32 candidates who I spoke to on your very first day are here today. And there would be 32, but we had an injury. And so that individual will be part of, hopefully, Class 59. And so it's because of that that I'm going to not give you a test, right? I gave 57 a test, right? But you should have never volunteered. You see, I was in the Army, and in the Army they taught you never to volunteer. That means I'm still going to hold you up to something. And I'm going to ask you, what is it that I talked about that night? And I talked to you on your very first day in class. The patch, right? I talk about the patch because what happens, and an amazing thing that occurs, is when you put this uniform on, great pride overcomes you, and you're held to a higher esteem in the community. And the community doesn't recognize whether or not you're a 35-year career service individual like Chief Mark Anderson over here, right? 35 years in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue on my staff. And the chief doesn't understand whether you've got 35 years behind that patch and badge or if you've got 8 weeks, right? And I said, you've got to remain committed and you've got to follow the principles of the PATCH. I'll go through those real quick, but it's so important. It's so important to understand the higher level that you're held to now in the community. You're no longer just regular citizens. The community has got their eye on you because they need you, okay? So P stood for what? Professionalism, right? Okay, we're a professional organization made up of 1,400 individuals. And without all 1,400 individuals coming together and being professional internally themselves, we can never be known as the great organization we are. We had conversations today at Station 32. We went out there at 11 o'clock. I took our administration out there. And Chief Tolbert on administration and Chief Anderson and I went out there with the battalion chief and several others, and we sat down, and what we do is an informal communication of where the department is, any questions you have. And one of the things that we always hear is, man, we're good, right? We are. We're one of the best fire rescue agencies in the United States of America, if not the world. Okay, and what makes the best of the best? It's an opinion, right? It gets to a point where it's just a matter of opinion, who's better than the other. But without the individuals coming in to fill the ranks at the level, at the bottom level, and to continue your way through, without that commitment that you guys showed, we can't continue to strive to be the best. We're never going to rest on our laurels, but you have proven that we're in good hands. Because I told you, at some point, we're all going to be retired, and we live in the community, and one of you guys or gals will potentially become the next chief of this department or a chief in this department. It could be a district chief, battalion chief, but it's all in your hands, okay? But you have to have the attention to detail, right? 8 weeks in the academy, and I don't think you probably heard that more than you'd ever heard it in your life, is attention to detail, right? It's the small things in the NIOSH reports that compound themselves. But when you've got Captain Clark over here and Captain Coyle that are so committed to you guys, right, and the rest of the instructors, they're willing to stay late as you're willing to stay, they're willing to come in early as you're willing to come in, and that's what they poured into you, right? And they taught you attention to detail. Don't ever forget that, because it's that small little thing. It's not putting that seatbelt on, right? It's not checking out your equipment that could have a devastating impact on not only you, but of course your crew, right? We taught you these things. Take it with you. C, what does the C stand for? What was it? Commitment, right? You're now committed. I'm sorry, I skipped on you. T, well, that's what happened. It's not commitment, by the way. T, training, right? This is the important thing about training. You've been through 8 weeks of the academy. I know that. You know what training means, but I'm going to take it to a higher level. I just signed the paperwork for a 26-year veteran who's sitting over here in the audience for him to get his supplemental compensation from the state of Florida. 26-year career in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, and I just signed it because he just got his bachelor's degree. When I'm talking about training, I want you to go get your formal education, okay? Because within Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, we've negotiated with the local that says education is important. If you want to reach the ranks of district chief, you got to get your associate's degree. If you want to become a battalion chief for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, you got to go get your bachelor's degree. But I'll tell you, and I'm allowed to because I've got my master's degree, don't stop there, right? We got a 31-year veteran in the department who I talked about already, and he's Chief Jim Schaffner going for his master's degree. He gets to interview the chief for a class. And how awkward that's going to be, because I gotta kind of remember those theory days. But he's going for his master's degree, and Captain Larry Wilhite's in the audience looking for his bachelor's degree. Incredibly important for you to continue that higher level education. I can't explain to you why, but everyone that's ever achieved it understands why. We can't put it in terms of why. We don't understand it, but it's true. Higher level education makes you a smarter individual, more prepared and ready to face the challenges of the next generation, is what it does. And so the C. No, it's not commitment. You guys were checked out by that point. I did it in reverse order, so it's one of these things that it's care and compassion. Remember that? Right? It's caring and compassion. That's what we do for a living. When you look at your paycheck, right, we don't come to work for the dollars and cents. You better never come to work for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue just looking at your paycheck. It's very important, right, that we compensate you and compensate you well. But you best be committed, right, to taking care of the community. Because that's actually what we do. That's what we do for a living. You can't make it more simple than that. We take care of the citizens. And when 911 is dialed, I'll give you a little bit of information, insight. 911 doesn't come directly to our dispatch center. It's transferred in. And we're the last place it ever gets transferred to, right? One of our communicators out there, Judy Null. Do you ever get to transfer a call, Judy? No, you got to take it, right? No matter what the emergency. So you'll hear on the phone when you dial 911, state your emergency. If it's anything other than a criminal or something that involves PD, we have to take care of it. It's our job to take care of. That's why we have such an aggressive hazardous materials team and all these other levels of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue that you guys will have the opportunity to enter into. Trauma Hawk in many areas that you can come and care for the community. But remember, please always come to work prepared to care for the community. And the only way you can do that is through the H, health, right? And I talked about health, and it's not just your physical health, and that's very important to us as we come together with the local and we say long-term health and physical conditioning is important to us, and we're committed to the work performance evaluation. And that's something where we have to recertify every single year. And that's why you saw me on Wednesday up there climbing the stair tower when you guys were practicing your PO for the hoses, right? Remember seeing me up there? Because I got to take it too. And if I'm going to take it, I expect everyone else in our department to take it who wears this uniform, okay? And so it's not just that. It's also the health between your ears, right? We know what you're going to experience over an entire career is devastation in the community. It's illness, it's injury, it's things that no one else sees. So always take care of each other, okay? And make sure you always take care of yourself. Because that way, when you're caring for yourself, you can take care of your family, which is the most important, and you can take care of the community. I wish you all the best of career, and thank you, guys.
Another important element of support for our program is Local 2928 of the International Association of Firefighters. Please welcome First Executive President of Local 2928, Charles Lupo. He's also a district chief with the department.
Welcome. On behalf of Local 2928, I stand here with great honor and pride to recognize Class 58. We've invested a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of money to get you here. Our commitment to you, you're hearing the words commitment, pride, honor, accountability, they're all important. What's important is that you meet our expectations. We're looking at that commitment. We're looking for accountability. Be accountable for your actions. If you have to think about it, it's wrong. The other thing is have pride and honor in everything that you do. Display that pride and honor to everybody you touch or you treat. Remember, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a job or a career. For all the family members, welcome. Thank you for your support and your sacrifice for getting them here. In addition to that, the instructors that made all this possible, the training staff, administration, and everybody else that was involved to make them successful. We greatly appreciate that. It makes our job a lot easier. I'm gonna leave you with one thing, and hopefully this sticks with you for the rest of your career. You wanna serve with commitment and honor, which you've heard already. You wanna be accountable, both for your actions on duty and off. You wanna make sure that you remember that you're a firefighter day in and day out. You also wanna be a novice at heart and make sure that you educate yourself to the maximum. The opportunities are endless in this department. It's one of the greatest in the world. Also serve with the guarantee and commitment as far as giving the best you possibly can. And if you apply all these with compassion, desire, and pride, you'll exceed everybody's expectations of you, including your own. And always set the bar high, understand that you and only you control your destiny. And welcome to the family, and please accept the challenge, and we'll see you in 30 years. Thank you.
One of the parts of this program that gives me the most satisfaction is to introduce the captain that's in charge of the training of the recruits, and that's Captain Bruce Clark. Captain Clark is the driving force behind the program, and he has built this thing from the ground up since last November. And it is honestly one of the best short-term training academies that you're going to find any place in the world. And it's predominantly due to Captain Clark. So, Bruce, come on up.
Good. Hello again. I see a lot of familiar faces from family night last week. Welcome. I'm glad you're all here tonight on this special occasion. Chief, thank you for the kind words. We couldn't do this academy, we couldn't make this academy the way it is without your support. Chief Schaffner gives us the freedom to do what we think is right. And administration, you also give us the support, and I thank you for that. We could not have this academy without your support, and I really do appreciate that. I agree, we have one of the finest academies probably in the country, and it's due to a lot of different things. The instructors, I'm gonna name off a few of the instructors here that were key personnel in this, and then some of the other instructors that came off duty. But something I haven't said in the past, and I probably should have, is I notice, I've taught a lot of Recruit Academy classes, but I've only led the last 4 classes. But something I notice is I think the quality of people that we are hiring now is a much higher caliber. And we could not do what we do with all the fine instructors and all the support without the fine people we are hiring. So good job to you guys. Now, on to the instructors. I have 2 lead instructors. The first one is Captain Charlie Coyle, sitting over here. You're gonna hear from him in a second. Charlie, stand up for me, would you? Captain Coyle heads up all EMS training in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, and he develops and presents the EMS training for the academy, which is 9 days, 10 days. It's not a lot of time to get these folks ready. It is a short-term academy, and he does it. He gets them protocoled and ready to hit the streets. In this class, it was 9 days, and that's all on Charlie Coyle, so nice job, Cap. Next up on the fire side is my right-hand man, Captain Bill Morris. Stand up, Bill. This guy is a machine. He worked, he's actually on duty tonight. He got to come over here for this, and then he goes back and works his 24-hour shift. But that's what he does. He's a captain on a truck company right around the corner here. He runs his rear end off, and then he comes to the academy. He's there by 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes stays 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night with these folks because he's dedicated. And we couldn't do what we do without your support. So thank you, Cap. Some of the core instructors, also, all of these folks are on duty. They work a 24-hour shift, and then they come to the academy. That's Captain Andrew Jambarini. Please stand up. Captain Todd Fody, who is actually on duty tonight in the Glades. Captain Drew Kirshner from Engine 3-1 right here. Lieutenant Mike Medley. Or Acting Captain Mike Medley. Not sure what it is today. Driver Operator Jason Martino. One other instructor who came to us by his misfortune. He got injured on the job. He was assigned to training. He's been here since class 55. And it's our luck that he came here. And that's Buddy Yarborough, driver operator Buddy Yarborough. He has 39 years on the job, and he's still out here with these guys training. So thank you, Buddy. Next up is Lauren Kurth. She's not here tonight. It's her folks' 50th anniversary. She thought it was kind of important to be with them today. So she's our wellness coordinator. Her, along with Brooke Stahl, our exercise physiologist, got them in this great shape that they're in right now. She runs them. She does yoga with them. They do all kinds of PT, and that's because of Lauren and Brooke. They do a great job. And any other Recruit Academy instructor out there, if you would, please stand up. Anyone? All right, there you are. All right. Thank you, guys. Make sure I get the right one.
Okay, our keynote tonight is an old friend. He's retired Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Division Chief Shane O'Bannon. Chief, you come on up.
I'd like to thank Chief Collins, Chief Schaffner, and his staff for allowing me this great opportunity to address the recruit class here. After 35 years, I didn't realize how much I missed the fire service till I attended the last recruit class. And I've been gone 2 years, 6 months, 20 days, but I'm not counting. So, but as I said, putting on that uniform, you take great pride. I put the uniform on tonight, and it was like riding a bike. It was just like I'm going back to work, so don't miss it. One thing I'd like to say before I start, I'm really not a big motivational speaker, okay? I can't motivate any of y'all, but you're firefighters, so you're self-motivated. I don't have to motivate you. You're already motivated because you come this far, so congratulations on that. And I'd like to say welcome to the greatest profession in the world and the greatest department. This is the greatest department in the world, and you'll find that out real soon as you get your station assignments, you meet new people that you're going to work with on a daily basis. In a short while, you're going to be going from a recruit to a professional firefighter, and with that title comes great responsibility. And with that responsibility comes leadership. You may not realize it right now, but you all are going to be leaders. And I'd like to share with you a few things that leaders do day in, day out. I used them throughout my career, worked okay for me, so I think it'll be okay for you guys and ladies. So the first thing is look at the 911 caller as your customer. Do what is necessary to meet their needs and go the extra mile, no matter what type of call it might be. Because after all, without the customer, there's no profession. And that customer, and you'll find out, I say customer because you're going to get calls that you're going to go, what the heck are they calling us for? It's because nobody else knows what to do, and they're gonna call on you, they're gonna rely on you. But they are our customers, so take care of them. The next thing I'd say is make expertise your specialty. The very word professional implies that you are an expert. Become an expert in the skills and the tools necessary to do your job. Always perform to the best of your abilities. Keep your knowledge up to date, because after all, it's what you learn after you know it all that really counts. If that makes sense, think about that. And do more than what's expected of you. You get a call at 2 in the morning, it's an elderly lady. You go out there, she doesn't really have any type of medical need, no fire need. Might be near Christmas or an anniversary. She just lost her husband. Just needs somebody to talk to. Spend that extra time with her, no matter if it's your second call or your 15th call. That's what professionals are expected to do. And you're going to have those calls, believe me. So do more than is expected. It'll pay tenfold for you. Follow exceptional guiding principles. Appreciate and support those you work with. Practice good manners and proper etiquette. Have high ethical and moral standards. Be honest and fair in all your dealings with others, because professionals adhere to high values and principles. This next one might sound a little harsh, but, well. Praise your peers, not yourself. Respect and acknowledge the talents of your peers. There is nothing more unprofessional and self-serving than telling others how wonderful you are. Professionals are humble and generous in their praise of others. Basically, that means be a good listener. Dig things out of people. Talk to them. Let them tell you about themselves instead of you telling them about yourself. So that goes a long way. Just be a good listener. It goes along with communication skills. And share your knowledge. Help your fellow workers. Information isn't a limited resource. Your mind won't be emptied by giving away bits of wisdom or experience. Think of knowledge as an ocean of facts and not a stream. You can share what you know, still keep one step ahead. Simply apply yourself and learn something new each shift. Professionals help their peers, and they're respected for doing that. And as I started out, this is a real simple one. Thank the staff, thank the chief. Always say thank you. That might sound easy, but always trying to find a way to thank others for their help. One of the most things that I value in my career was looking in my professional file. Little items in there from my chief thanking me for the support I provided for him and the department. So don't ever forget, just say thank you. Keep a smile on your face and the right attitude in your heart. Keep a positive attitude when you come to work, even if you're unhappy with some of the issues going on. And there's going to be issues that you're not going to be happy with at work. Your attitude affects those that you work with. Positive people are productive, positive people succeed, and positive people are happy. Professionals are pleasant even during trying times. When I left the department, as you all will, you're going to get that nice axe. It's going to have a little nameplate on it after all your years of service. On mine, they inscribe, "I'm happy." So always be happy. Then I'm going to close and leave a few things for you to think about. Demeanor that is less than professional can lead to an image problem with our department. Negative images are hard to shake. You treat one person bad out there, I guarantee you they talk to 10 other people, and they're going to tell them about how bad you treated them. That goes with a lot of different things, not just in the fire service. But again, that customer wasn't happy with the service you delivered, and I guarantee you they're going to tell 10 other people. So be the best at what you do. Have pride in yourself, pride in your work. Do the little things well, and the big things will take care of themselves. I want to close with two simple things here, and this came from my fire chief, who, let's see, you all have been in recruit for 8 weeks. You drove into that complex every day. Whose name was out there on that wall? Chief Herman Bryce. He'd close out all of his recruit classes, and I can't count how many I went to, 30-something of them, and he'd always leave this with you. There is no career and future in any job. The career and the future lies in the person who holds that job. So do your job well. Somebody's life may depend on it. Thank you.
Next will be the presentation of badges and shields. Christopher Abramovitz. Ricardo Ayala. Joshua Bedgood. Anthony Betancourt. Brian Baggio. He's smiling on the inside. Walter Jason Bonilla. Martin M. Connell. Joey Cooper Jr. Presenting his badge is his father, Battalion Chief Joey Cooper. Christopher S. Curtis. Kyle Frank. Jonathan Getch. Jose Hernandez. Curtis Hightower. Luis Hormilla. Samantha Horn. Mark Thomas Kazee. Jen Clyer. Mark Christopher Nab. Robert Little. Michael Marcianti. Is that you, Sal? Tyler Matson. Christopher Mills. Jenny Pickens. Drew Rosenberg. Mark Stays. Rafael Suarez. Winston Lloyd Thomas. Christopher Torbert. Zandy Triana. Sean Weech. Last but certainly not least, Paul Young, Jr.
Okay, the next is the video, which I think everybody looks forward to. We want you to make some noise. When you see your loved one up here, make some noise, especially the little ones. Have fun with it. And before we do this, though, I'd like to recognize the video section. Back there on the camera is Jack Norris. Right here is Sergio Ornelas. And back here is Derek Wiley. A little known fact, I guess this is getting to be more and more known, but that's these guys win awards every single year. These guys win awards by the half dozen some years, and that's nationwide awards. This is exceptional work that they do for us, so enjoy.
There's a reason why we're excited here at Fire Rescue Headquarters, and that's because what we're doing is we're folding in you all into what we call Palm Beach County Fire Rescue's family. And this is your very first day. And in your first day into our family, one thing's going to happen as you transition into your uniforms, and you're going to put that uniform on for the very first time. And what you'll find are that the citizens out there don't know that it's your first day, second day, your third week on the job. All they know is that you're a firefighter and you work for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, and that's exciting. It really is. Today, you guys automatically become part of an actual unit, and that's Class 58. It's incredibly important for the success of Class 58. For you all, the success of your class boils down to how you work together. We're going to do everything possible that we can to have a successful recruit Class 58. My question is, will you give back? Right? Will you give back 100%? Because that's all we're asking. And if you'll do that, then I'm telling you now, you guys will be just like 55, 56, and 57 outstanding classes.
Class 5-8, attention! Dress right, dress! Ready, front!
Good evening. My name is Charlie Coyle, and I had the honor and distinct pleasure of coordinating and instructing during the EMS portion of this Class 58. Before I start into my speech, though, Jeff Mueller, I know you're here somewhere. Can you please stand up for a second? I get a ton of credit for the things I do in the training division, but that right there is my mentor. Anybody here that works for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, either you're an EMT or a paramedic, for 100% that man has taught you something somewhere in your career. So all the cool things I get to do is, there's the backbone right there. Thanks, Jeff. This week I was speaking with Chief Schaffner in his office, and he asked me if I planned on speaking tonight to the class one last time before they go out on shift. My immediate response was no. After the stare I received from Chief Schaffner, which was the one where his eyes actually look at you above his glasses, for the people here that know Chief Schaffner, that's probably funny to you. For those of you that do not know him, I encourage you not to find out what that stare looks like in person. After that look, the next immediate response that came to my mind was, absolutely. All last week, Firefighter Thomas was asking me what stood out to me about this class. And when I say all last week, that is no exaggeration. He is a very persistent man. There was one particular thing that I didn't mention to him that I would like to share with the class tonight. A few weeks back, one of the recruits explained to me what the word happiness meant to them. They said that the word happiness means knowing you have made a difference. This was sent to me in a text message, so I've read it several times and analyzed it repeatedly. So tonight, I decided to expand on that by breaking down the letters of the word happiness and hopefully give you guys a head start in achieving your goal of reaching happiness here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. H, help. Help people no matter what the situation is. People call 911 because they believe they're having an emergency situation. Help them through it. A, attitude. Have a positive one. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Remember the video we watched prior to Jeopardy during the EMS portion. P, pride. Tonight you are proud to be in this new uniform sporting the Palm Beach County patch. For the next 30 years, be as proud as you are tonight while wearing this uniform, and your opportunity for success here will be endless. P, passion. If you love what you do, you will never have to go to work a day in your life. Unless, of course, you decide to go on days and work at headquarters. I, integrity. Integrity is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. N, negativity. Avoid it at all costs. It's toxic. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. E, explore. We are a huge organization with unlimited opportunities for success. Don't get stuck in the bubble that you have to work in one area on one shift your whole career. S, separation. If you're excited tonight about being finished with the academy, that's understandable. But what you failed to realize is that you just signed up for 30 years of schooling. There are so many classes, fundraisers, and charity events. The list goes on and on. I encourage you to be involved in all of them, but always include your family. The faster you are able to join your work family with your family at home, the easier it will be for you to succeed in life. S, support. In finding happiness here at our department, you will have many ups and downs, but be assured that you have the full support of all the instructors and the personnel involved behind the scenes of the Recruit Academy. Thanks for listening, and congratulations to all of you.
This is one of my favorite parts of the graduation, and that is the presentation to the outstanding recruit. Now this tradition started back in Class 1 30 years ago, 58 classes ago. We started recognizing the outstanding recruit. There are words to describe the outstanding recruit. That's dedication, drive, resolve, leadership, able to make tough decisions. The recruit tonight getting this award passed all the POs on the first shot, but still stayed late when people wanted to stay late and train. This recruit came in early. This recruit did everything they needed to do, above and beyond being a normal recruit. But on this recruit's time off, she also gets involved with MDA and, some charitable events. Now she knows who I'm talking about. She's outstanding, not just as a recruit, but as a person. Tonight, the outstanding recruit is Jen Clyer. Now, besides a nice plaque, she gets an award bar. We have award bars that we get when we do something above and beyond. And you definitely did something above and beyond. Oh, don't cry. There's no crying.
Guys, I couldn't have done this without you guys. We go through the 8 weeks, and there's always a point where you feel like you just can't go anymore. And with you guys behind me, I felt like I didn't skip a beat. You guys picked me up when I didn't think I can get through, and I can never repay you for that. So, Palm Beach County, thank you for welcoming us to your family. I can speak on behalf of everyone here, including Adam, our number 32. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Another tradition that started back in Class 1 was actually started by the recruits, and that is the presentation to the Academy. They started back then giving plaques and so forth to the Academy. So tonight I'd like to invite up to the stage Firefighter Thomas and Firefighter Marcianti, please. Hold on, I want to do something here. All the instructors, always forget this. All the instructors, come on up here, please. You guys should be up here for this. You guys, get up here.
No pressure. I'm so proud to be here, and I know everybody else is too. It really is a great feeling. I want to start off by wishing everybody a good evening, and Recruit Class 58 would like to welcome everyone who have joined us on this very special, momentous occasion. We, as a class, would like to thank all those people who made this day possible, for starting with Palm Beach County community. I want to thank our families, the administrators, our instructors. We know that planning a recruit academy, this exceptional takes an effort that is more than the 48 hours we see each week. Planning that takes you late into many nights for weeks, months, and years to assemble a recruit academy that is unmatched in many ways. Recruits, I want to reassure you that you are not dreaming. Also, I confirmed earlier that I am not dreaming. Now it's all settled. I want everybody to know that becoming part of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue family has been our dream for a long time. I myself, during the last 5 years, had applied to dozens of departments across the state, always wondering when Palm Beach would begin hiring again. I initially had 3 pages written about how long it took to get through the hiring process and to become part of this family. I didn't want everybody to fall asleep after using the word waiting 58 times. I'm sure everyone here who stood by us knows the waves of emotions during what felt like an eternity waiting for our tests to be scored. Then the academy started. I'm going to let my brother Mike Marciante say a little bit more about that in a minute. I'm going to say, though, during those 8 weeks, we were privileged to have the best instructors and mentors who were filled with knowledge, experience, and always spoke from their heart. Our instructors, every single one of them, from EMS to fire, never disparaged, demoralized, or damaged any one of us. Our instructors, whether they were coming from a 24-hour shift or arriving 2 hours before the day starts at 05:30, always had a positive attitude. It's an attitude that we all respect and admire. It's an attitude that we will carry with us for the rest of our careers. All of our instructors should be recognized as the best because they are the best. Overall, the recruits were humbled by the amount of experience we were surrounded by. Some recruits who came from other departments mentioned to me how our recruit academy provided them with a higher level of training, higher standards, and a greater sense of a brotherhood, sisterhood. The 8 weeks were fun, but hard work, which sometimes required every single ounce of drive from our innermost selves. It had such a great impact on us that one of our toughest recruits mentioned to me the academy was one of the greatest experiences that I never want to do again. On the other front, our instructors had a good experience with our class. As they had mentioned, some of them had mentioned to me, they were very impressed by the way the class improved, growing from an uncertainty with no end in sight to excelling to the next level of performance. One of our instructors, who was with us from the very first week, told me that our mental and emotional barriers were overcome with a realization that we are a family, and that all hardship would be overcome together as one. That instructor also told me that he'll never forget a special Wednesday when one of the recruits waved him out of a class to tell him that everyone had passed and that all of us would be going to graduation. Brooke Stahl, our exercise physiologist, described how when she first met us, she noticed we were a very fit class and she would have to be creative in ways that she would challenge us. She realized that challenge was going to be even tougher when she sat on the back of a sled being pulled by Suarez, feeling as if she was flying on a magic carpet. I need to mention that this was on the 3rd set of a very intense workout. Class 58, remember to always walk the path of your heart. And remember that a flame is not enough. You must have fire in order to succeed. Now,
thank you, Winston. I also prepared a few words, but before I do, as Chief Collins pointed out earlier today, about 2 months ago, most of us were sitting in that back over there watching Class 57 come across this stage, and just want to say you guys worked hard, and gals, and you all deserve it, all right? First and foremost, I want to address, oh man, my sheets are out of order. Oh, by the way, we're at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Chief Clark, not Marion County. Just want to make sure we got that situated. Captain Clark. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Class 58, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for coming out for this special occasion. We started this journey on April 28th, an 8-week safari that challenged every single piece of material that called us humans. We will never forget our first day. From the moment we stepped foot into this organization, we were welcomed in like family. Palm Beach County not only welcomed us, but we also felt wanted. They continued to tell us how important we were and how much they needed us. It's a great feeling to walk into a professional and prestigious organization and know that you can make a difference from the start. To know that if you need anything, that they're here to help. Chief Collins came into our classroom and talked to us, but there was one thing that stood out the most. It was a word that was said by Chief Collins, Captain Clark, Captain Coyle, and other staff members. One word in particular that was said time and time again. A word that we would have to embrace and make part of our way of life when both on and off duty. Also, this word meant the difference whether we succeeded or not during this process. That word was family. The truth of the matter is that even though we didn't realize it at the time, Class 58 would have to unite and become a family if we wanted to succeed in this recruit academy. Watchman 58 is the name of our class. Watchmen comes from the ancient Roman times and were the first group of paid firefighters and police of ancient Rome. They were the watchmen of the city. We chose this name because it's a more traditional, and we wanted to honor those who came before us. At the beginning and end of each day, we always sign off by saying pride, performance, and tradition. We're a great mixture of people from all different life experiences. We have some individuals with fire rescue experience from other career and or volunteer departments. We also have individuals that worked at private ambulance companies, hospitals, and or ocean rescues. Further, we have some individuals with no previous job-related experience besides minimum standards. Our youngest was 22 years old, and he acted every single bit of it. Our oldest is actually a grandparent. I'm not gonna say the name. One of our brothers, Mark Stays, became a father to baby Landon. Congratulations. And we started off with 32, and we unfortunately lost a really good individual to a shoulder injury, and hope to see you out there soon, Adam. Each one of us was challenged in different ways, but I think our entire class would agree there was one person who overcame the odds. One of our brothers, Jose Hernandez, was sidelined for a couple weeks due to a condition. None of us, including Hernandez, knew if he was going to come back or be recycled to another class. However, not only did he come back, he finished as one of our top guys. Great job, brother. He's the prime example of the key component that we would need to be successful in this academy: heart. No matter how big, how strong, or how smart you thought you were, none of that mattered if you didn't have heart. Nonetheless, this is who we are. Regardless of where we came from, each one of us was challenged at every end of the spectrum. The first week was very overwhelming. We met the chief of the department and his deputies, chief of training, our instructors, members of the union, the benevolent, and much more. We also met an individual who would change our lives forever, Captain Bruce Clark. For those of you who don't know, Captain Clark is our lead training officer who's in charge of our recruiting training. Basically, he's the guy that makes sure we are up to par. A couple of fun facts about Captain Clark. Fun fact number 1, he whistles very loud. Come on. No matter where you are in the fire ground, whether you're a recruit or instructor, everybody's head just turns and see what he needs. It's great. 2 of his favorite sayings are hurry up and take your time. And fun fact number 3, he has eyes everywhere. And fun fact number 4 is he would do any and everything within his power to make sure we pass. Captain Clark and his team would stay late during the week and come in on weekends if asked. Much of our success is because of that man right there, so I'd like to get a big round of applause for Captain Clark. During our training, we were pushed to our limits physically and mentally. We were tested by our peers to see how much stress we can handle until we panicked or break. We were put through numerous drills with our self-contained breathing apparatus, or SCBA, in full gear and blindfolded. One of our drills consisted of Captain Clark taking all of our air packs, disassembling them, tangling them together, and activating the passive ice. We were then instructed to don our masks, put our gloves on, and walk into our dark room while blindfolded. Our task was to assemble our packs, go on air, find a buddy. Don't worry, it gets better. Once we were finished assembling our SCBA and going on air, one of the instructors would sneak behind us, turn our air bottles off, and we were no longer able to breathe. The objective was to test to see what we would do in an emergency situation when our packs failed. We had to use our emergency breathing support system, popularly known as buddy breathing, with our partner, all while listening to the soothing voice of Captain Clark yell at us to hurry up and take your time. I remember seeing stars try and rip my mask off. He slapped my hands away, and as tough as it was, he taught us a valuable lesson. Know the details. Know the ins and outs of your packs. Know the details so well that when you're faced with an obstacle, you can maneuver in any environment. It could mean the difference between life and death. When something bad happens, it happens quickly. Nobody sends you an email or a postcard telling you that something terrible is going to happen. We need to be well trained and prepared. We have to have the ability to improvise, adapt, and overcome. And we learned that we don't practice till we get it right. We practice till we can't get it wrong. Training kills complacency, and always train like your life depends on it. Another challenging situation was the SCBA confidence trailer. The name is so misleading because when I got out of there, I had zero confidence whatsoever. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the confidence trailer, it is a maze inside a horribly air-conditioned trailer. The recruits have full PPE, SCBA on air, and blindfolded. Think of a tunnel with trapdoors, if you will, that go up, down, left, and right. You have to navigate this maze that has multiple levels, ladders, and obstacles. Some of us did very well. Some of us not so much. I think the fastest time was about 15 minutes, and the longest was an hour and a half. Cooper was in there so long that the instructors started assessing him to see if he knew what year it was. Someone told me that they put a candy bar at the end for Kazee, and he was in and out of that thing in like 15, 20 minutes with a full bottle, like a mouse looking for his cheese. Needless to say, the maze is both physically and mentally exhausting. Most of us ran out of air. Others started kicking walls in pure frustration. I myself was in there for 50 minutes and was completely exhausted, lost, and disoriented. The idea of this course was to teach us the importance of situational awareness. But after 30 minutes of crawling on your hands and knees, not knowing where to go, you become stressed and uncomfortable. Captain Morris asked Guess if he was okay, and Guess's answer was, "Could you use some water, please?" Being the nice guy Captain Morris said, he said he could get some, as soon as he figured his way out. During the academy, we were pushed to our limits. Come weeks 4, 5, and 6, we were stressed mentally and physically drained. All of us had wounds, cuts, and bruises. We all had bandages on our knees and elbows, and our gear smelled of something awful. The insides of my seats at home had blood marks, and I was considering moving my bed to the first floor so I didn't have to walk any more stairs. We had a revolving workout that consisted of CrossFit one day, cardio the next day, the circuit. Thursdays were yoga. Everybody loved Thursdays. Friday was team PT. Miss Brooke was our fitness coordinator, and as nice as she is, she has a dark side. Very, very dark side. I remember one day I did over 600 jumping jacks. I went home and iced my calves. I remember one day during PT, we were all just warming up. It was a Wednesday, we had been working out all week and we were so sore. We went for a light jog just to get the blood flowing, and in unison you heard the moans and grunts of the entire PT company. It's quite humorous. As exhausting as it was, the instructors were always by our side. If we were outside in our gear in the blistering sun, so were they. Instructor Martino not only trained us all day, but also work us out at the end of the day. So there was no excuse for the recruits. A ton of respect for the instructor. They led us by example, and for that, we thank you. But the real credit goes to our families. If it wasn't for you, none of this would be possible. Just know that we appreciate all that you have done for us in the last 8 weeks. It hasn't been easy for us, and it's even harder for all of you. You're the real heroes. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. This is an exciting day for all of us. This day only represents the first step into an exciting and fulfilling career. It's the first step of many in this path. The best part is we earned it. It's a great sense of accomplishment to be awarded with such a prominent achievement. I'm a firm believer that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to with hard work and dedication. Moving forward, I'd like to leave you all with some words of wisdom. Be the best at what you do. Have a positive attitude. Be a student of the fire service. Have goals. Know that our two greatest teachers in life are our mistakes and our failures. Class 58, you can go ahead and tell everybody. You can tell everybody you're a Palm Beach County firefighter. All right? Thank you guys very much. At this time, I would like to have Getch and Jen Choir, come on up. We'd like to present the instructors with some memorabilia.
We got a little bit more to go. Class 58 would like to recognize one of our instructors to start off with a gift for his dedication to us, which carried on after our EMS course was over. This person could be found from early hours of the morning to late into the night, working tirelessly to continue the high standards instilled in the legacy of our academy. He knew that representing our organization meant to always carry yourself with a positive attitude. This meant not just putting on your uniform and showing up for work but it meant wearing that uniform with pride and commitment. He stood by us, always ready to push anyone who felt that the end was a distant bridge that would be difficult to cross. He also always smells good, wearing distinctively expensive cologne. His warm-hearted nature made him very easy to approach when we had questions or worries. This person taught us the importance of being the very best. He passed on the saying to us, if you're gonna be a bear, be a polar bear. Thank you, Captain Charlie Coyle. On behalf of Class 58, we would like for you to have this gift. Now there's another person we want to recognize. He stands out as a leader amongst leaders. He played a major role in our success, starting with the organization and structure of our academy, to also staying late hours even though he had stacks of paperwork he needed to get done. I don't know how much paperwork he had, but it was at least 3 hours worth each night. His contribution extended to the selection of our elite team of instructors. These instructors were passionate about developing our skills and were genuinely interested in our training. On behalf of Class 58, we would like to present to you and the training team our class time capsule sealed in this fire hydrant. Now, what we're gonna do with this fire hydrant is each one of us, we're putting something in this that means something to us, and it's gonna remind us in 10 years what we went through. 10 years is the mark for when we're gonna open this. We're all gonna pull it out and we're gonna remember what we went through, and I just wanna thank all of you, really. It means a lot to us. Also, as a thank you to all the instructors, we're getting you class t-shirts. Yeah, Captain Clark has them for you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Palm Beach County, for this tremendous opportunity.
Nice job. Hold on, I got something for you though. Look at this, there you go. That's the class right there. How's that? Thank you guys very much. For you kids in the audience, that's a Where's Waldo shot right there for you. All right. Thank you guys very much. That's very kind words. I'd like to ask Chaplain Hurd. Oh, we've got the oath of office, right? It's all yours.
Good evening. My name is Mark Anderson. I'm the Deputy Chief of Operations, and I have the privilege of administering the oath of office to Class 58. But before that, I want to say a couple things. And right now, you're probably thinking, how long is this guy going to talk? Not very long, but tonight on this occasion, there's been a lot of things said in a night like this that's so important to you as new firefighters, the families of these new firefighters. You tend to pay more attention to the things that are said, but sometimes we go through life and there's so many words coming at us, and all day long, information, words, and sometimes we speak the words so freely, and again, all those words coming at you, words, you start to tune them out and not really pay attention to what they mean. And all you married guys who just nodded in agreement, you're in trouble now. So, but anyway, sometimes we do forget the meaning of words, and we don't really pay attention to the fact that they represent concepts, ideals, and they wield great power to heal, power to destroy, power to show somebody that you love them, and the power to end wars and so on. So tonight, while we do the oath, I want every person here who's taking the oath to pay attention to what the words really mean and focus on those. And you'll be able to should reflect on that throughout your career, because what you're about to do here has bearing on the rest of your career. So if Class 58 would stand and face the families that support them and the people that they serve. Please stand, face your audience. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of Florida. I will respect, honor, obey the orders of my officers, and support the laws and ordinances of the jurisdiction in which I serve. Today I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust. I hereby dedicate myself to the citizens and visitors of Palm Beach County and the cities we serve to ensure their safety in the discharge of my duties. So help me God. Thank you. Please be seated.
I would only have one critique of that. I don't know if you guys were noticing the video guy back there going like this. Louder. Just, when you talk, just be a little louder, be a little stronger, okay? Because hopefully you understood those words, very, very powerful oath that you just committed to. But the other thing you've heard tonight is family. And you've been welcome to the family. You've heard that term so much. What that means is not just here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. You'll be on vacation somewhere else, and you'll see somebody with a firefighter shirt. They'll see your shirt and you'll be like, hey, you do what I do. And you kind of know each other. There's a bond that forms from that. We welcome you to this family. But we also want you to know that we pray protection over you. We believe that there is something much more important than us. So what I'm going to do right now, and we try to do this at every graduation, is we're going to pray a prayer of commitment over you. So if you bow your heads, pray with me. Dear God, please guide us in this profession we have chosen. Help us to think quickly but safely. Guide our hand to help those who are seeking knowledge. Give us the wisdom to help the injured and the weak, to help those who are hanging on to life. Grant us the strength to fight fire with assertive skill. Teach us to look always to you for assistance, as our fellow firefighters and citizens look to us. Give us courage, that we may impart courage and leadership to others. Make us studious. Give us pride and joy in our work. And when the alarm sounds, calling us to our duty, give us speed and efficiency. As our siren wails, ride with us on our way, shielding us from danger. On the emergency scene, may we work as a cautious, courageous, and victorious team, and walk with us through the terror of flame and explosion. And at the end of our shift, God, please grant us the ability to return home to our families. In your name we pray all of this. Amen.
In closing, I would like to thank you for attending the graduation ceremony for Class 58. It means a lot to us here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue that you choose to honor their hard work and commitment. Please enjoy the final part of our ceremony as Captain Doling comes up. This is a tradition that we started with Class 58, and it will continue through many more careers.
It's pretty cool, huh? You guys are pretty excited? Excited to get out and do the job? You guys love the job? Me too. My challenge to you right now is not to lose that. Keep it until you go to your retirement parties. Now I'll get back on script. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's an honor for me to conduct tonight's final ceremony. Here to help me with this special tradition is recruit class number 57's outstanding recruit, firefighter Jonathan Landis. The fire service has many traditions. One such honored symbol of our history is the fire service bell. From our earliest days, the fire bell was used to signal out an emergency. Fire departments would use special codes to receive alarms and would respond to the location of the emergency by counting the number of times the bell was struck. In the time that has passed, the fire bell has been replaced with electronic sirens and computerized dispatch. But the bell will always be a place in the fire service history because of its symbolism and the sound it makes are woven into the fabric of our profession. Today, the tolling of the bell is used in all facets of fire department ceremony, from firehouse grand openings to promotional and graduation ceremonies, and as a sign of honor and respect for all the firefighters who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. This evening, the ceremony fire bell will be tapped out using the signal 424, thus officially placing class number 58 in service. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Palm Beach County Fire Rescue recognizes our newest firefighters. Upon striking the last tone, gone will be the status of recruits, for they will be our brothers and sisters in battle, and they will be known from this point forward as Palm Beach County Fire Rescue firefighters. Recruit class 58, attention! Class number 58, commander, dismiss your command.